Hey friend, welcome back to Grief Questions Answered. I'm Eric, and it's my goal with these videos to share everything I've learned about how to survive and find the support in the loneliness of grief, and also how to intentionally get back up and live beyond the loss of a loved one. And if this grief tip doesn't help you today, I am confident it can and will help you at some point in the future, so be sure to save this video to watch later on. And if you haven't done so already, click that subscribe button down below, as this is the best way to get notified of videos like this and to show support for the channel. Today's question comes from one of the widowers in our Let's Walk Together group. His name is Aaron. And Aaron asks, how do I do what she used to do for our family? Now, Aaron has not gone into detail about what happened to his late wife, but in the case now where he's a single dad and he has to take care of the entire household and the kids, he's struggling to figure out how to carry on and carry the load all by himself. But I'm very grateful for Aaron asking this question, because oftentimes us men simply do not talk about our grief, or we don't talk about it enough, and we feel like we have to do everything ourselves. Why? Well, maybe others were raised in an environment where emotions were discouraged from being shown, or even you were discouraged from asking for help. Maybe you were told or you believe that we should just suck it up and figure it all out ourselves. And maybe even the perception is that if I show emotions, I'm not strong. I can tell you that when I was going through my divorce back in 2005, I was very reluctant to talk about it. I was embarrassed by how I felt and by my emotions, and honestly how they were going to be perceived by a therapist. And I kept waiting for the right time to reach out, but I quickly discovered that there wasn't going to be a right time. I was just getting really good at telling myself, I'm good, I got this, I'll figure it out. In reality, I wasn't good. And at some point, I was concerned for my own existence. I'm past that now, but once I sat down with a counselor, it changed everything. And so I'm not suggesting that a counselor is your only path. It could be a coach like me, could even be somebody from your community like a church leader, somebody that you connect with. But in the case of Aaron's question, especially after the loss of his wife, I'm sure it's been challenging for him to reset expectations within himself and to take on the roles and responsibilities that his wife used to handle for the family. And so I'd like to give Aaron and all the other men who are watching this some guidance on ways to approach how to carry on after the loss of their spouse. First thing is to assess the tasks and responsibilities by making a list of the things that your spouse used to handle. And when you do this, you're actually prioritizing which ones are essential and also based on their importance and urgency. The next thing you can do is take each day one at a time. It can be absolutely overwhelming to try to do everything at once, and so you don't have to. Break these tasks down into manageable steps and focus on one thing at a time. And then gradually add new things as you feel comfortable and capable of doing so. The next thing is to reach out to family members, close friends, trusted individuals, or somebody who can offer guidance and assistance with these tasks. You don't have to face everything alone and do everything alone. And the people who care about you and your family will likely be willing to lend a hand in helping you figure this out. The fourth thing you can do is ask for help from some professionals. And I'm talking about professionals who are in the realm of service and support. If you don't know how to manage finances, consider consulting with a financial manager or an accountant. Even household repairs could require somebody to come in if you're not familiar with plumbing or electrical. Either way, it helps to take the stress away of trying to have to figure it out on your own. The fifth thing is if you feel up for it, go out and learn some new skills. You don't have to, but if there are things that you're not familiar with or need to improve upon in terms of your skill set, be open to learning new skills. Maybe take some courses, attend a workshop, seek online resources that'll help to increase your ability and knowledge. You can also delegate to family and friends if you need some help with certain tasks around the house, especially the kids. Encourage their participation. Either way, it's going to help you distribute the workload so you don't feel like it's all on your shoulders. The next thing is to be patient with yourself. It's okay to understand that it'll take time to adjust to the new roles and responsibilities, right? And allow yourself to make mistakes and learn from them. Be patient and kind and compassionate with yourself as you navigate through this transition. The next thing is to evaluate how you're managing these new responsibilities now. Reflect on what's working, what needs to be adjusted, and be open to modifying your approach until you can figure things out and handle things. The ninth thing is to take care of yourself. Taking on these new responsibilities is not easy, but it's crucial to your self-care. Take breaks, do things for yourself, seek emotional support if you need it, and it will help you to better support yourself and your family. And this last tip is huge for men. And I can't emphasize it enough. It is absolutely okay to ask for and to get mental health support. It's not a sign of weakness, but rather it's a sign of strength. And too many men right now are hurting, and they feel like they just can't talk about it. We're human. We're not machines. It's okay to ask for help and get guidance. Reach out to a counselor, a church leader, a trusted family member, a coach. Doesn't matter. It's okay. So for Aaron, remember that you don't have to do everything exactly as your wife did. It's okay to do things differently and to find your own way of managing the family's needs now. And this is going to be hard, but like anything else we have to figure out in life, it's okay to take the time you need to and figure it out as you go. And it has to be something that works for you and your family as you move forward. And as always, guys, I really hope this grief tip helped. Do you have a question about grief that I can answer for you? Let me know in the comments below. By the way, don't forget to join us for the next Emotional Relief Workshop happening on July 17th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Just head over to emotionalreliefnow.com to learn more about how you can get grounded emotionally in 90 seconds or less. Lastly, don't forget to click subscribe below. Let's walk together, and I'll see you in next week's video.